Welcome to another YouTube video. Today I want to cover creating a song from start to finish and producing a CD at the end. I wrote out here, how long should a song be? Well, as you can see by the answer, a song can be as long or as short as you want it to be. Now I want to cover the creation of a 1 minute song. Now, as we know, 1 minute equals 60 seconds. Now, if we tap once to each second, so we're going to do it 60 times in a minute, we'll be tapping 60 beats per minute. Now, a 1 minute song will then be known as, or it'll be set as 60 BPM, beats per minute. We set a metronome to this. Now I'm going to show a demonstration of a metronome playing at 60 BPM, and we can tap along at 1 beat per second. And I've wrote out here 60 BPM is a slow speed, and speed is also known as tempo, and that's for good for ballads. Now here I have a metronome, and I think I've already set it to 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. So as you can see there, it says 60, tempo 60, and this is in 4/4 time. 1, 2. Okay. Now I want to show you another metronome. This is the older fashioned type. Just take this off. Now this older fashioned type, you wind it up. This one's fully wound, and here at the side you've got a lever you pull in and out, and that sets the time signature. But for our example, I just want to cover a 4/4 time. Just remember 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and that's the 4/4. Here at the front we've got this, and we set the time signature on here. Sorry, we set the tempo on here. Time signature on the side, tempo on here. We pull this out, we slide this up here till it corresponds with the numbers. Now I'm going to go by the top ridge there, and I'm going to set it. I'm going to put it there a minute. I'm going to set it. There's a little lip inside there I'm trying to put it in. I'm going to set it to 60. Probably see them. Have a look. That's 60. Also known as Largo. Let's pull it back out. Let's set it going. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course, if I just take that down, now listen to the difference in tempo. One, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth. Let's put that back on. Now you can see I've wrote out here, let's keep our song to 1 minute, no longer than 1 minute for now, 60 seconds, but we'll now tap twice to each second. Now that will result in us tapping 120 times within that 60 seconds, i.e., which means that is 2 taps per second. So our 1 minute song, which is 60 seconds long, is now being tapped at 120 beats per minute. Now what I mean by that, let's go back to the metronome. We're set at 60 beats per minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I want to do 2 beats, 2 counts per beat. 1 and, watch this, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So remember that 4 and at the end. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So what I'm saying there is I'm doing 2 counts to each beat. So I'm increasing it from 60. What I'm going to do here is increase it from the 60 to the 120. So that's giving us 120 beats per minute. The emphasis is on the first beat, but I'll explain that in a while when we start breaking this up into bars, into measures and things. So now I've wrote here, so far we've done a count of 60 and 120 beats per minute. Now let's talk about increasing the length of our song to 3 minutes instead of 1 minute. So okay then, we've got 60 seconds in a minute, 60 plus 60 plus 60 equals 180 seconds. So that's how long our song is going to last, 180 seconds. And it's still at 60 beats per minute, so we've gone back to our original. So it's 1 beat per second, look, 60 beats per minute. So now let's do that 2 taps per second and double this tempo up. So we're going from a 60 beats per minute to 120 beats per minute, and our song remains 3 minutes long. So we can add them up, 120 plus 120 plus 120 gives us 360 taps to our 3 minute song. So we've got 360 beats or taps to our 3 minutes song. So it's 120 BPM. I've set out here our 3 minute song is 360 taps or beats, made up of 120 times 3, 360, 120 beats per minute. Now I want to talk about getting some order, dividing this thing up. Now if we tapped these 360 beats then stopped at random, we'd be very hard pressed to know with any accuracy what position of our song timeline we were in. So I've put here, this is where we now divide our beats into some kind of order. Now this order is going to be known as bars and measures. Now we've looked and listened to that count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and it's a convenient amount, it's a good count. So this count is used in approximately 75 to 80% of music, so obviously it's very popular. You won't go wrong with this. So how many of these counts of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 can we get out of our 3 minute song? And our 3 minute song, remember, is 360 beats or taps. So the easiest way to do this is to divide that 360 by 4. So I've wrote out here 360 divided by 4 equals 90 counts. 90 counts of 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can call our count of 1, 2, 3, 4 a bar or a measure. So this is the same thing, same meaning. So I've kind of put it here, look, I've drawn these out into like a measure or a bar. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 4. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. I've done 4 there, but we'd need 90 of these measures to give our 360 beats to our 3 minute song. So I've wrote out here, our 3 minute song played at 120 beats per minute tempo is now set out and divided into 90 portions of 4 beats or 4 beat count measures. So 90 of these. This makes playing along, creating verses and choruses, identifying where you are in the song and giving some methodical order and reference points to our song. Now I'll leave off here, I'll load this up onto YouTube and look out for the next lesson that carries on from this. Thanks for watching, subscribe, whatever. Thanks.